What's going on, guys? It's a new week, and we have some good setups, but we also have to have some caution because there is some news coming up, especially in the euro. And I want to make that clear because the euro, pretty much at what 2 o'clock Eastern to like 6 o'clock Eastern in the morning, is going to be nonstop red folders. So it's going to be pretty wild. So here's my analysis with this: is that we're still in a downtrend. If we're looking at the bigger time frame, I'm talking like the daily. We're in a big downtrend, pretty big downtrend. And I gotta get rid of this. I don't even know why I have this on here. Boom, delete. It's not letting me delete. Delete. Okay. So we're in a pretty big downtrend here, but we did have a candle break to the upside, which makes me think that we are going to see some sort of push, at least one more day, and then we'll see some sort of reversal. I don't see a reversal pattern, right? It's hitting the 200 moving average right now, and usually this is where we see some sort of big push to the downside, reversal, or in this case, a potential continuation to fill in the gaps because we do have an imbalance right here on the 4 hour. We do have a zone that is also up here based on supply and demand. Let me take a look at this. Clear images, go to 1 hour. So it's not drawn here. Usually I have the supply and demand indicators like drawn with the indicator I use. But we also have, regular ones here that are not drawn. You just have to know it by the naked eye. It hit it, came down, and right now there's no setup for a drop. There's no divergence. There's no patterns. This isn't a pattern. If it drops and comes back up, that's still not a pattern because M formations don't form in the middle of markets. They form at the bottom. So like down here, wow, that didn't draw right. Down here could be one. Up here is one actually. You just can't see it marked out. But usually what we do is this. Let's go here. Yep. So you have a divergent M, divergence, right? But it's continuing. But the thing is, we have a bunch of news going out, and since I only trade New York session, I'm not going to be awake during all that news. So I'll wake up, I'll see what it does, and if it's down here, not down there, but like if it does shoot down somehow, and it's like throwing some sort of pattern that matches up with the trend line that's going to be right here, I'll be looking for buys again just to meet that criteria. But until it breaks this low right here, in my eyes, it's still kind of bullish, right? And it just broke this. It broke this high too. So it's all the answers are showing me that it wants to continue up, but we have to wait for the news. So look for bullish moves, but wait for the news unless you guys are going to be trading news during the London session. That's up to you. I'm not. GBP USD. So this one doesn't really have any news per se, but um, what is this? I don't know what that's for. But it's kind of like the same thing as GBP USD. Um, there's no setup for a drop, right? Right now it's inside of it did touch a recent resistance line. Let me see if there's anything here. So it's inside of a 4 hour resistance. There's 12 hours support beneath it, but it doesn't really matter. If we have all that support down there, it usually tells me that they want to break through to the upside and go and make a higher high, which at the moment that seems to be the best fit. All I would want to see is a drop down and a continue up, right? I don't know how low it's going to go. It could go down to this supply or demand point right here. It could go down to right here. I'll know as it gets down there. It's either going to come down here, throw a consolidated pattern, and then continue, or it's going to come down here, reverse pretty hard real quick, and then continue up to the high, maybe go up to where the trend line meets and go there. Or it could drop, consolidate, continue, could drop, reverse, up. A bunch of patterns, still premature. But ultimately, the first thing that I'm going to be looking for is that drop down. So look for it to push down. As it pushes down, you'll start seeing the patterns. It'll be clear. You don't have to really try to, struggle, but just wait for a solid reversal. Look for those candlesticks. Look for the W. Look for a bearish wedge. Look for a bearish triangle. You'll see them. They'll pop up, and then make your move from there. And then here we'll go over USD JPY. So USD JPY looks good. It's been dropping here. I do have it being bearish overall, just because of the breaks of structure here. It did retest that the 4 hour 200 EMA, which is fine, but I think it could shoot up a little bit more, and it might start getting ready for a consolidation. This thing is lagging. consolidation to go up, down, up, down, up, down, and then make some sort of move. Could be getting ready for some sort of big time, higher time frame wedge that ends up forming. So just let's just see what happens, and then we go from there. But the other two is good. There is also Japanese yen news, like 2 o'clock east or 2 or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let me take a look. I think I have it saved up. Where is it? Japanese yen. Nothing here. Oh, I guess it was only here. It's nothing crazy. It's 12 midnight, so 1 o'clock Eastern. I thought there was red news for some reason. Red folder news, but there's cheap news. So let's just see what happens. Nothing crazy at the moment. Like I said, I trade New York session. If you guys are noticing anything and you guys want to get in during London, that be my guest. That's up to you. But I'm going to be looking for some sort of bearish move on this after it shoots up a little bit higher, and if it comes up to meet this supply point on that 15-minute chart, then that'll be a nice little selling area. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't care. I do pretty good. Did 4% last night, so we'll see how everything goes. With that being said, I will end it here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. If you guys catch some pips, reach out. Let's talk and show your results in our Discord. Post the results. Say that this thing is helping. If it's not, it is what it is. Don't care. It helps me, and if it helps you, it's a win-win. Everyone have a great night. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.